Mr. Mirsky, I would like to ask you a last question, since we are going to be dealing with the TARP reform on financial services where I serve. Although this recession started from the collapse of the mortgage lending, recent economic indicators have raised significant fears about weaknesses in other types of financing, particularly commercial real estate and consumer credit. Do you believe that current efforts, such as the Treasury's capital purchase plan or the Fed's TALF, will be adequate to help small banks weather the extended economic downturn if credit defaults continue to spread?
Well, that's a very good question, and the programs, the capital purchase program and the TALF that you were instrumental in jump-starting are going to help, but the banking sector has already written off about $700 billion in real estate value that they will not be paid back on. So, and if you think about the economics of it, about 60% of all small business lending is backed up by some type of real estate collateral. And as we pointed out in our testimony, unless you stem this decline in real estate values, whether it's commercial real estate, individuals' homes, the financial credit crisis and economic crisis is going to continue to get worse, not better. So as the Congress is looking at fiscal stimulus plans to match what the Federal Reserve has done of cutting interest rates almost nearly to zero, additional policies have to be put in place to stem the tide of declining real estate values, because that's what the collateral is for many small business loans. And also the fact that until this real estate is stabilized, banks are going to have a very difficult time of lending more.
Thank you. Mr. Seifert, the availability of broadband can be broken down into two groups: areas with access and areas where high-speed access is not yet affordable or reliable. While it is clear we should be reaching underserved markets, can you discuss the importance of high-speed internet and how does it improve improving it will generate economic opportunities?
Well, for starters, for any consumer or business, higher speed improves the experience, and it makes everything real time and creates efficiencies across the board. You know, we still as a country have to focus on our national broadband strategy and create incentives to upgrade our current infrastructure to next generation broadband infrastructure. And through the recommendations we have suggested through expensing and direct tax cuts, we believe that will stimulate that investment for these next generation broadband networks for all consumers as well as small, medium, and large businesses. I mean, we should not be satisfied with the current state of our broadband infrastructure.
Okay, well, we have to go to the floor, but let me thank all of you for your willingness to be here this morning. And I don't have to remind you that in all the discussion about this economic downturn, people need to understand that small businesses must have a seat at the table. And if we want to get this economy back on track again, we need to create jobs. And those creating jobs are small businesses. So we're going to make this forum today part of a report that will be provided to the Democratic leadership and the new members of Congress. So thank you again, and I look forward to working with you. And this forum